No way.
Oh, I know it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, 10:12, everybody, and it is time to reveal our surprise celebrity guest. Your clues, again, were gift, communicating with the other side, and celebrity readings, okay? This is all to answer a question of why are my teeth falling out in my dreams. Are you ready? He's connected many A-list celebrities, okay?
Yes.
With their deceased loved ones. He's also known for the long-running series series Hollywood Medium with Tyler Henry.
Hooray!
Please
Woo!
welcome back to the
Tyler!
PIX11 Morning News, Tyler Henry.
Yay! Welcome.
What's up, Tyler? How are you?
Good. How about yourself?
Good. I mean, you said you were going to come back, so thank you, because Betty wasn't here last time you were here, so she's very excited.
I was so disappointed, Tyler.
Tyler, let's first and foremost get to Ben's question. Apparently, he has some weird dreams.
That's the most normal
Don't we
one, is
all?
the teeth.
But the teeth falling out seems like it happens to a lot of people, right?
It does. So
Now, I know you don't
generally
specialize in dreams, but help us out here.
Yes. But, you know, it is part of what I do. I believe our intuition is often very subconscious. And so in our day-to-day lives, it can be sometimes difficult to figure out what our subconscious is trying to teach us, which is where dreams come in. Very often, teeth falling out is a big dream about control, trying to have control. I think a lot of our dreams often give insight into sometimes our waking emotions that we might not be dealing with. So they come through with these symbolic images.
Ben?
I have no control over anything, so that can make complete sense. No, I figured that was. I figured it was something. I think most of my dreams stem from my fear of lack of control, because I am a complete control freak. But I don't know if you heard, we were talking about this last hour. If you are in contact with someone from the other side, a ghost or whatever, and you don't want them in the house, should you say, "I don't want you here. Leave my house"? Is that effective? Will that get the ghost to leave, you think?
Look, you know, I think intention is a very powerful tool. It's the basis of all prayer. It's the basis of most religious practice. So it can't hurt, right? To just set the boundaries, express, you know, whatever you need to feel comfortable and to really reclaim your space, you know?
There you go.
So, Tyler, I could ask you, when a lot of people think about a loved one that has passed and they just pop in their head, does that mean they're trying to contact them too?
Well, you know, sometimes we think of our loved ones, and I think it's important to honor them. But I always say timing is sometimes a message in and of itself. And when we talk about intuition, very oftentimes people will notice kind of certain coincidences around a loved one's passing. And that oftentimes is a meaningful coincidence called a synchronicity. And that is often a way they communicate with us. So timing is important.
Tyler, last time you were here, we talked about the difference between a psychic, a clairvoyant, so on and so forth. You've read a lot of celebrities, okay? If anybody's watched your show, Jim Parsons, Megan Fox, RuPaul, David Arquette, Chrissy Metz, among others. There's a lot. I mean, I can go down the whole list here. Now, it took me a while to get to not be a skeptic. So, are there still skeptics, and what do you say to those people? Because I'm just sometimes I believe now that you do have a talent and a skill here that you can communicate. But for a while, I'm like, okay, he just studied how to do this.
You know, I think it's essential that we have skepticism. I think it's important that we never lose our critical thinking faculties. And I think anything that has weight will hold weight after being scrutinized. So, you know, I have these live shows that I do. People from all walks of life come to basically see me do readings on the audience, people who are not public figures, people who are there hoping to connect with somebody. And my goal, whether I'm reading a celebrity or an everyday person, is that I have to be able to pick up on information there's no way I can know. Information that can't be Googled, information that isn't on social media. Oftentimes it ends up being details around someone's last moments, their last words, inside jokes, things that really substantiate the connection. Anybody can tell you your loved one is proud of you, but it's the facts and the details that you hear from someone that really validates that.
My gosh, can my loved ones tell me they're proud of me now?
or at least give us the lotto numbers.
We're proud of you.
You know what? Let me tune in. I haven't had my coffee yet, so it might take a while.
But see, here's why I'm skeptic, Tyler. I love this. I love what you do. I've always wanted to connect with my father, in fact, right? So I met a psychic, and I'm not going to name names, but this person wasn't able to connect at all. And I know I hear they come when they want to come, so you can't just summon someone. But that makes me think, can you really do it? Is this real?
Well, you know, just like in every occupation, there's people with varying degrees of competency. And I think just as you wouldn't go to a doctor on a 1-800 number typically, that charges by the minute. I think there is definitely a tier and a hierarchy of mediums. Some are credible, others aren't, and I think different mediums resonate with different people.
So I need to upgrade my medium, is what you're
you
saying.
gotta get Tyler. Tyler, I'm
Give me a
obsessed.
call.
After the first time I spoke to you, Tyler, I watched went into a YouTube rabbit hole of watching all of your readings. I was sitting on my couch crying, along with the celebrities that were also crying. Marisol.
Well, I was just going to ask Tyler. It's lovely to see you again, by the way. Do you suspect, or do you know, or do you have any inkling about tapping into our own abilities to see and to speak with spirits that may or may not be related to us?
Well, I always say everybody has an intuition, an inner tuition, and it's something we all have access to. It doesn't mean we're all necessarily going to be able to give readings, but it's an inner compass that can be extremely helpful. I think we all can relate, even if we don't identify as psychic, with getting a first impression, right? You shake somebody's hand, you get a feeling. And I think people discount that, but that is an intuitive process. So it's really just about paying attention, being able to be present. It's why mindfulness is such an important part of what I do.
Do you have to see someone in person to connect with their family member? Because this person that I went to said you could do it over the phone. Is that true?
Yes, and so absolutely. And in fact, sometimes it helps to do it over the phone so that there's less feedback physically, not being able to see someone's facial expressions. For a long time when I was starting off as a kid, I would only do readings via email. So I wouldn't even be able to see the person on the other side of the message. And so I would just type up everything I was getting, hit send.
Betty did Psychic Network. You
Yeah.
did Psychic Network, 100% called Psychic Network.
Tyler, I got to talk to you about a new tour. Tyler Henry, An Evening of Hope and Healing. So tell us about this tour, what you'll be talking about. Are you coming to New York?
I am going to be coming to the East Coast, New York, all across the board. My next show is August 22nd in Foxwoods, in Connecticut, actually.
I love Foxwoods.
And I'm really excited to get back at it. It's basically a two-part show. I just kind of give people an introduction of my story, how I do what I do. It's one thing on Hollywood Medium to see the readings, but the live show is an opportunity to really explain my process and how I receive the messages. And then the second part of the show, I go out into the audience, I deliver as many messages as I can. They have to be specific, they have to be detailed, they have to be mind-blowing. So it's a lot of pressure, but it really is my favorite.
I believe you're also going to be in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
AC?
So maybe we'll see you in AC.
I would love that. I'll save you all some tickets. Just get in
Save us
touch.
some tickets.
Yes, Tyler, I'm
Oh my
coming.
gosh, Betty, Jesus. You're almost out of her seat here.
He's scared of me now.
Tyler, clearly it didn't work out with the last person she went to, so she's coming to you.
Like security.
Okay. I'll be the seconds.
Okay, all right. I'm upgrading my medium here. Thank you, Tyler.
Hey, when you're in town, though, seriously, let's have you here, or we'll meet you in
love to have
person,
you.
okay? We just want to interview you in person.
Absolutely. Maybe do a reading.
We all want readings, that's why. Just come in person.
AKA, we want readings.
Yeah.
All right, Tyler.
Thanks, Tyler.
Thanks for coming back and putting up with us, okay?
Thank
We
you.
appreciate
Good to
you
see
always.
you.